guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I wanted to have a play with a couple of palettes that I have reviewed on my channel before. These are the W7 Vivid palettes. I've got the glowing green one here and the outrageous orange here. I basically just wanted to do something really bright and kind of over the top, but also pretty simple. Nothing stressful. There's no cut creases around here. Actually, I say nothing stressful. This wing, I didn't film it. I'm glad I didn't because I just can't eyeliner like I used to, and it makes me sad. As I said, I have reviewed these palettes on my channel before. I did a video featuring all three of them, so the pink one as well. So I will be linking that up in the cards for you. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you'd like to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. Alright guys, as always my eyes are primed with my P. Louise base. Also, I really don't know what's going on with my hair at the moment. After saying in a video the other day that I was thinking of maybe trying to cut in my own layers, I actually did it and it had pretty much rescued my hair for like the last 2 weeks. I had an equal amount of volume on both sides and now it's just not even curling anymore. I think maybe it's time for a hair mask, but I don't know. The curly hair life is a really hard life. Anyway, it's time to jump into the outrageous orange palette from the W7 Vivid palettes. I'm going to start off with the darker orange up here on a Zoeva 231 and I'm just going to start popping that into my crease. God, I love how bright these shades are. Out of the three palettes, this has actually been the only one I've reached for again since my review. I think I said the one I liked the most was the pink one at the time, but it's all pinks. So I have to be in the mood to use it and I just haven't really. Whereas the colour scheme in this one, so pretty. I'm just gonna bring it underneath in the outer corner as well, and that's just gonna help me get a really nice rounded shape. I'm actually going to do my lid shade next because I want to do it while the base is still somewhat fresh. So on the lid, I'm going to go for the pink. And I'm just taking that on a flat eyeshadow brush. And I'm just going to go all over the lid. Just try and get it as even as possible. And then just try and blend the two shades in together a little bit. You know what the annoying thing about this palette actually is that the colour scheme would just be absolutely perfect to go on holiday, which there's no holiday planned anytime soon, is there? Just gonna go back in with a bit more of the orange, just make sure the crease is really nicely blended out. It probably would have made more sense to start off with the lid shade, but I feel like with this palette you're just better off working from darkest to lightest. I don't know how well the orange would have then overlapped with the pink in the crease area. I'm going to take another Zoeva 231 and I'm going to go into the mid-toned orange and just use that to blend out the first one. And I just need to stick to the really rounded shape. God, this makes me want to be out in the sunshine. Do I want to go in with the yellow or the palest orange? I think I'm going to go with the palest orange actually. I think I want to stick to these colours. Oh, so pretty. Cannot wait for the amount of staining that I'm going to have. Always fun. But that is a really nice blend. I do really feel like the embodiment of an ice lolly. This is really pretty. This palette is so cheap. I think from memory it's about £7 and I think it's completely worth it. I stand by what I said in my review. The mattes are amazing. They perform so well. I just love the way this looks. Next up I want to go with one of the shimmers on my eyelid. So the first thing I'm going to do is go in with the NYX Glitter Primer. I'm going to take that on my Blank Canvas Cosmetics F17 brush and I'm just going all over the lid. And then I'm going to take the flat brush that I used with the matte pink again and I'm going to go into the shimmery pink and layer that on top. I think I said in my review that I wasn't a huge fan of the shimmers and that I much preferred the mattes. I can't remember know if someone told me this though, or if I saw it in someone else's review, but someone just mentioned that even in the original Huda palettes, the shimmers are meant to be used more as toppers, and as soon as I started using them over the top of other shades, like that's stunning, but when you just use them on their own, they do have a bit of a transparency to them that you might not like. It's just something to be aware of. It's something that you learn as you use the palette basically. I'm just gonna go back in with the Zoeva brush that I used in the crease, just make sure that's softened out and I haven't got any harsh edges. Going with the next one as well. Not adding any product, I'm literally just softening up the edges. My Beauty Bay order just arrived and I ran down to go and get it, and now I'm a little bit out of breath, I won't lie. I ordered the brand new Revolution Glow eyeshadow palette. I'm really excited for it. That's gonna be the next video. I'm gonna have to resist the urge to open it right now and carry on with this one. So the one thing to just be aware of with these shimmers as well is that they are incredibly soft. So it looks like I've hit some serious pan in this one up here. I haven't, I literally just accidentally put my finger in it once, I think, and that was the result. So if you were thinking about taking this one traveling once we're allowed to travel again, I would just be extra careful with the shimmers. That's just one thing to be aware of, so just pack it away really carefully maybe. I really wanted to go for a contrasting lower lash line. Now I'm not sure. Let me go and prime my lower lash line and I'll have a think about what we're doing down there. Okay. My under eye is now primed, and as you can see from this eye, I have figured out what we're doing. Kind of gone for a bit of an accidental watermelon, I guess. That's not what I was going for. I actually decided to go into the Glowing Green Vivid palette, which I have not picked up since the review. I honestly have just not had any interest in it. It's not even like the pink one where I'm like, I have to be in the mood to use it. It's just nothing that I really want to use in this one. I mean, this is an issue with the original Huda palette as well, but for a green palette, it's not that much green, is there? But I did really want that contrasting lower lash line, so I did decide to go in first of all with the darker of the two greens. I'm taking that on a small flat eyeshadow brush and just packing that into the lower lash line. To be fair, this green is also pretty well pigmented. I feel like I just don't really remember anything about using this one at all because I just remember not liking it, but I mean the mattes in all of these are really nice. And then to blend it out, I'm taking a Sigma E36 and going into the pale green. God, this one is so dusty and it just really doesn't have any payoff at all. I just don't think the colour scheme in this one is as good as it is in the other two, which is a shame. Like, I would have really liked a palette that was basically like the other two but for greens. I don't really know why they went this way. And then I'm going to go back into the orange palette on my Zoeva brush and just really make sure we've got that nice rounded edge connecting the two up. Okay, overall that was pretty straightforward as far as eyeshadow looks go. I definitely want to add something on my inner corner. Do I go with the yellow from this palette or the yellow from this one? They look really similar. Let me swatch them. So the one from the orange palette is a little bit warmer, a little bit more golden, and then this one's got a bit more green. I don't think it's going to make a huge difference which one I use. I'm going to go with the one from the orange palette. A brush that I really like to use for the inner corner is this Nanchi tapered crease brush. It's basically just a really small dome brush. It's really nice and firm. And I am just going to spray that. I really need some more setting spray. Let's see, is that enough? Maybe gonna bring it upwards a little bit, just into the front of the crease and the eyeshadow. I think my brush was a little bit too wet, so it's created a bit of a patch. So I'm just going back in with the brush from the lightest orange, just attempting to blend things out. Oh. Yeah, I really like this. We'll try adding an eyeliner. By the way, this is how I store my liners and my brow pencils now. It's just a pencil case, a giant pencil case, like that. It's so handy. I will try and remember to link it down below. I'm really trying to get better at remembering all these things. I'm gonna try the LA Girl Neon Shockwave eyeliner in Screamin'. You guys know I'm not the biggest fan of these pencils, but I've got them. They're the brightest things in my collection right now at the end of the day, so let's try this on the waterline. I think that's just gonna have to do. I would go over it with a light yellow, but there isn't one in the palette, so we'll just leave it at that. That's basically it for the eye look. I am gonna add a liner, but I'm just gonna go and do that off camera because that's easier, and I'll do some lashes as well, and then I'll also do my base, and then we'll just come back and finish the rest of the face. Okay, we're back. This ended up taking me a lot longer than I expected it to because I decided to do liner, and I just can't do liner like I used to. My eye shape just does not allow it. But this is what it looks like. Yeah. Then I went in with some pretty dramatic lashes, maybe a little bit more dramatic than I wanted. These are the Daisy lashes from Daxi Beauty. I do have a 10% off code with them, which is a Raw Blogs, but it's not an affiliate code, just in case you guys wanted some money off an order. All right, I'm gonna do my highlighter next. So for my contour and my bronzer, I used the You Define Me Contour Kit by Academy of Colour. This is definitely discontinued, but it just kind of has everything that I need in there except for blush, so I just wanted to use that today. I'm gonna use the shade Sunset, which is the highlighter. This was like my go-to highlighter last summer, and I just used to go in completely ham with it. And then just at the front. And then the only thing that's missing from that palette is blush, and I'm gonna go really peachy today, so I'm gonna take my L'Oreal Life's a Peach blush. I do keep using this one at the moment, but I've just really been loving it again. I do feel like L'Oreal are one of those brands that has a tendency of releasing some products in a one shade fits all, which is definitely what they did with this blush. And I mean, that's not gonna happen, but for me, on my sort of side of shade spectrum, it works for me whether I've got a paler foundation on or I've got fake tan on and I'm a bit darker. Oh, and it does smell gorgeous. Do like makeup that has a nice scent. It does just make things a bit more fun. I want to go really bright on the lips as well. I'm thinking either Romance by MUA or Trophy. I'm not sure. Trophy might be a bit too fiery. And then this is Romance. I'm gonna try Trophy. I'm gonna start off with the MUA Intense Colour Lip Liner in the shade Fancy. I know I keep using these MUA lip products over and over again, but they sent me such a good little colour selection that it's just always got what I need in there, so do apologise. Oh, my lips are so dry and cracked. This one doesn't feel fully opaque. I do feel like I keep having to go back over it, and that's even with foundation on my lips. I feel really over the top, but I kinda love it. And then I am just gonna finish it up with a little bit of gloss. I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in Cheeky. Oh, I know I say it every time, but I love the smell of these. These are just my current favourite gloss formula. They are so comfortable and they smell so good. I basically got the mini set for Christmas from my boyfriend, which is a really good way of trying out different colours. But I think a few of these in here don't exist as standalone colours. They might only be for this set. So I feel like when I run out, if I can't repurchase them, I'll be really sad. And then I'm just going to finish everything off with my L'Oreal Shake and Glow Spray. Make Me Up Mister says to do long pushes on this rather than short ones, so let's try it. That does feel really nice. Alright guys, that is it for today's video. I hope as always that you liked it. I feel incredibly tropical and bright right now. I do feel like I should be sipping cocktails on a beach right now, but maybe next year. I really enjoyed having another play with these palettes. As I said, the orange one is definitely the standout for me because it's got the most interesting color scheme. I've picked it up several times since filming my review. In terms of the green one, I mean, it did a fine job at adding an accent of green to this look. I just wish it was actually more of a green palette and it just gave us a bit more, because I just have no interest in going in with these shimmers, which is a bit of a shame. If you enjoyed this video, then do as always, please give it a big thumbs up, leave me a comment letting me know what you thought about it, and of course subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on my next video. I will definitely be reviewing the Revolution palette next. I don't know whether I should open it today or not and take a peek, but I'm really excited for that one, so hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on it, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye guys!